So we have got dilemmas that we need to kind of sort out today. Are we staying here? Are we moving clubs? Both are very much legitimate options. For the first time, it is a real option to stay here, but I will be looking at seeing what is available to us. Also, we've had our emails about the season that was, but we haven't had the season review. Got a horrible feeling it's because the Club World Cup is happening this summer, and I want no part of it. Hi there, how you doing? Welcome to part number 8 of Club 5 of the MyCareer save here on Football Manager, which might be the last time we're here at Bayern Munich. It might not be. We still haven't won the Champions League here. We might move on and give it a go somewhere else. But anyway, my name is Stu. Thank you for joining me in today's video. We're going to have a look at how the season went. I'm going to have to do it without the season review thing, because it's not come up. And these kind of emails, like the squad dynamics update, the club and expectations, the sports profile update, you know, all of this stuff. This is all stuff that comes up after we've had the review, so we're going to have to do our own review here. So let's go to the Bundesliga and let's start there. So in terms of how the Bundesliga went, that is how the table ended. We actually won our final game of the season against Borussia Dortmund. It was Bayer Leverkusen, who ended up finishing 7th. Really poor season for them. We ended up finishing a good amount of points ahead of Leipzig, turning things around. Only the one loss this season, which is really good going. Scored 115, conceded a joint best 23 with Leipzig, 92 goals. As the difference in total with 93 points. So really good time. Was had by all. Schalke survived in the season. Hamburger went through to the playoffs, and Darmstadt and Hertha were relegated. I don't know whether this has been played yet. It has, and Hamburger do stay up. So, looking at the profile of how the league has been, Sesko ended up being the top goal scorer for Leipzig. Cole Palmer was second. I do genuinely think Alex Zieve, had he not had his injury, would have ended up on the top. I genuinely do think that. However, having said that, Sesko 23 and 23, he did have an injury as well, so he did very well indeed. So, you know what? Fair play to him. Average ratings, Cole Palmer and Alex Zieve, the best players in the Bundesliga. Cole Palmer had the most assists, Alex Zieve had the second most. Clean sheets was done in by Mamardashvili's injury. He was only 3 away from there, and he played 4 games less than the guys at the top. So I think he would have done that, personally. I do think he would have done that. Player of the Match awards, we don't really need to look at those. I don't think awards have been given for the league just yet. 21-32, yeah, it's not been given just yet. I don't know when it gets given. So we haven't had these, so we need to keep an eye out for when these happen. But you would assume Cole Palmer is going to win them once again. One would assume anyway. So yeah, I mean, we did very, very well. I mean, competition-wise, we did well in that. We won the Pokal as well. We did beat the... who did we play in the final? Mönchengladbach 4-0. An own goal was included in there, but Cole Palmer with a couple of goals to sign off. Ansu Fati and Pitchford both having goals disallowed, but Solomon also scoring as well. So, really happy to do that. We did it with a clean sheet as well, which is always nice to see. You don't need me to talk about the Champions League. We got knocked out by a Real Madrid side who still haven't played against Newcastle in the final. What parallel universe is this? Newcastle ended up beating Barcelona. Utter madness. Utter madness. What a team they must have put together at this point. They genuinely must have. Let's have a look at their starting eleven. So Seaman, I know, is a good goalkeeper. Hexfort, very good. Maliero, very good, although it doesn't like big games. Sven Botman, we know he's good. William Pacho at this point, on the older side, but still good. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks very good. Tonali, 34, still doing well. Luke Rumble in midfield. Nugent must be pretty decent. João Pedro, we know he's going to be good at this point. Kjaergaard, from my experience, is very good. And Kusia Sare, definitely a decent striker. We fell foul of him at Arsenal a couple of times as well. They've still got some quality players in that 11. Sorry, outside of that 11 in the squad as well. So, I mean, fair play. It's going to be very interesting to see whether Newcastle can win their first Champions League or whether Real Madrid will just carry on doing what they do. And then we have the Club World Cup. I do not want to play this. I really don't. I go back on the channel and watch my Aston Villa save for why. It was the last thing we did on the save, and it was awful. Al Hilal, Roma, us, and Rivers are the teams. 2 teams will go through. I mean, we'll go through. I'm not going to show you these games. I'm not. If we get to the final, I might show you that. But again, the final was what had the kind of the worst thing. But now we need to do these things. So in terms of the club vision, I mean, it's going to be the same, isn't it? It's all going to be there. I'd like to get rid of that. I don't want to sign players to sell for a profit. We're going to put it back in there. We'll just accept it. There's no point in even trying to negotiate that. Team meeting. We want to win again. It's as simple as that. There's not really much more we want to say with that. It's kind of a pointless meeting, really. It really was kind of a pointless meeting. But we have now done the meeting. So now it's very much a case of what happens. So I have applied for a couple of jobs. Because of course I have. Actually, have I applied for them? Did I apply for them? I think I... Yes, I have. I had to really think about that then. I applied for Arsenal and Inter. However, I've also expressed interest in another job. But I don't think it's a job that's available anymore. Well, it wasn't available anyway, but I expressed interest in it. It's disappeared off the list. Pep Guardiola was looking unsure at Paris Saint-Germain, but he's now gone up to stable. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But Pep Guardiola was insecure, and I expressed interest in the Paris Saint-Germain job. That looks like it's not going to happen now. So it's either Arsenal or Inter. To be fair to Inter, I've not looked at their squad. They've got this guy in goal. He's very valuable, so he must be decent. He's German goalkeeper. Tenas, he's decent. Andre Silva, we know he's decent. Bastoni at 35 is okay, but we probably would look to move him on. Abano, I know he's good because I've looked at him before. Gavi in midfield, we'd move him on. Villian, I don't know him, but 29, he looks pretty good actually. Gula is excellent when I've used him before. Zilli, player I've looked at before. Do you know what? They're rich as well. They've got money. They've actually got money. I don't know how much money, but they're rich. So, I mean, maybe that wouldn't be the worst move in the world. One season in Italy, and we just try and blitz everything. That's looking the most likely, is we go to Italy and give it one more go at the Champions League in Italy, or we stay here. They're the two options. And then there's the rogue option of Arsenal. I don't know why I've applied for the Arsenal job. I really don't, because... Oh, no, he is here! Well, that's confusing. All of that stuff email-wise normally comes after. Well, we'll go through this really quickly while we're here. We'll go through it really, really quickly. So, first page, won everything. There's all the fixtures. The one loss we had against Leipzig. We got revenge on them later in the season. Where is that game? Let's just have a quick look at that just to cheer ourselves up. Where is it? Where is it, actually? Oh, there it is. 3-0. Battered them. Happy days. Cole Palmer, our top goal scorer. We nearly sold out the stadium. We finished first. Border happy. Club World Cup, haven't played it yet. Champions League, don't want to talk about it. Pokal, won it. Happy days. Moments to remember, 9-0. That was fun. That was a lovely time. You didn't see it. 6-0 was the match to remember against Darmstadt. Don't know why that was the match to remember, but hey ho. Then Cole Palmer with goal of the season in this one. Let's have a quick cheeky look at what the goal of the season was. Bernal had this, so it's not just a free kick, which is good to see. Second moment to load, because it was back in October in this save, in this season. So let's see what this goal looked like. So they have the ball. Bernal intercepts it really nicely here, gets it to Cole Palmer. So I was hoping it would go up in the air and it would be like a thunderbolt up, but it was one across the ground. It's fine. I've seen better. Sponsorship's gone up. Broadcast revenue's gone down by a couple of million, which is a bit disappointing, but our corporate hospitality's gone up a little bit. Competition prize money went up by about 20 mil and over $1 million more in commercial, match day and retail. Palmer's top shirt seller, that's going to be gone next season. Solomon, Musiala, Fati and Vasco are the next ones though. We did obviously bring Vasco in this season as well as Solomon actually, so we helped do that. That is the team of the year. Daniel Pitchford's in it, because of course he is. Had a really good half a season with us, to be fair. And our diamond with wing plays definitely still making me chuckle. Mamadashvili, Tokic, Lukeba, Schnitzer. That's an interesting one that Schnitzer's in there. And Medeiros, they're our defence. Bernal, Solomon, Musiala, Palmer. Doesn't surprise me. Souza probably can feel a bit hard done by, and then Pitchford and Alexiv. Doesn't surprise me either. Awards. Here we go. So, I didn't win anything. I won the title, but apparently that's not worth anything. But Cole Palmer was the fans' player of the season, which is not a surprise. Equally not a surprise, Alex Zeev, who is going to be the best player in the world at some point. Young Player of the Season and the Signing of the Season, respectively. Goal of the Season, you saw it, it was fine. Top goal scorer was Palmer. Top assist maker was Palmer. Most Player of the Match awards was Palmer. Highest average rating was Palmer. And Todibo won a token award as well. And Palmer broke all the 2 records as well. Most Player of the Match and most assists in the season. And we're letting him go for nothing. Because he has the big match thing, and, well, maybe we should have just ignored that. Because he's done so well for us this season. I'm glad I got a season out of him. But to be fair, at 32, his value's going to go down. We're getting his wages off the books. We can get someone in who's younger and hopefully better. German football of the year, Cole Palmer. European Golden Boy, Alex Zeve. And also the next gen, Alex Zeve. So he won both of those this year, Alex Zeve. He's had a really good season. But Cole Palmer, German footballer of the year. Am I regretting that decision? Maybe just a little bit. That's the overall best 11. Mamardashvili's in goal. Lukaba's in the defence. Bernal is in the defensive midfield. Fati, Musiala, Palmer, all in there. And Kane is still up front, as you would expect. While he's on the bench, and Barcola, who we sold earlier in the season, is also on the bench as well. And none of our other boys are in there too. So now we just have to wait and see what happens. The Inter job is starting to interest me. What I think will happen with the Inter job is it will depend how much money they offer. If they offer enough money for the transfer kind of budget, then I'll be interested, very much so. Financially, let's just have a quick look. So we are going to have a committed spend of 4.7 million. At the moment it's 5.4, so we're going to have a good like £700,000 come into that. So that can get transferred over to the transfer budget. So, well, that's the plan anyway, whether that works or not. So here we go, just to confirm the records. Player of the year as well. All of our boys on there as well, which is interesting to see. Tokic and Alex Zeve. Sesko won the top goal scorer. I'll give him that. Alex Zeve, newcomer of the year as well. All of them are boys. Both of our right backs as well. Winning that could be second and third, which is great. That's not player of the season. The team of the season is mostly our boys. We've got goalkeeper, centre back, right back, left back, defensive midfield, number 1, attacking midfield. They've got wingers because we don't use them, and they've got striker as well. So for Leipzig. So Leipzig and us make the team of the year. And you can see Alex Zeve has dedicated his award to me for signing him and trusting him straight away. Bearing in mind we signed him to be an attacking midfielder initially. Glad we didn't stick with that. Really glad we didn't stick with that. Right. We now need to start planning because we have got to work out what we're going to do with this squad, because we are going to be losing a number of players. Now, I've already set this tactic up. I don't know if this is the one we're going to be going with, because there's every chance as well that we end up doing a... Let me just change that. There is also every chance that we end up with the 4-2-3-1. I haven't fully decided which one it's going to be yet. Again, obviously, this is if we stay. We may not stay. We may end up deciding that we want to go to Italy or go back to England. Again, haven't fully made my mind up yet. Solomon, as it turns out, hasn't played as a defensive midfielder. I made that up, apparently. I'm sure I'd seen it, but I obviously haven't. The Souza would make as an advanced playmaker, probably on support. You would be an inverted winger on this side on attack, and you'd be a winger on attack on this side. So, I mean, if that's a starting 11, I'm really happy with that starting 11. Either one of these two would be absolutely fine. Only concern I've got is quality on the wings. We do need to bring more players in. Depth would need to be brought in, and maybe a proper defensive midfielder, and we move Mark Bernal to being Solomon's understudy, and Solomon we'd have to train this season to be the defensive midfielder. It's attacking midfield actually he's done. I'm a bit surprised at that. His crossing's decent as well. I think we might be wasting him now. That's the only problem. But then he's got to start Solomon. But his defensive ability, his positioning is great. His tackling's great. His marking's great. He's got defensive midfielder written all over him. He's relatively strong as well. Tries long passes, likes ball played into feet. No, he's going to be a defensive midfielder, and he's going to be a superstar at it. You watch. So I need to decide one of these so we can commit to what players to bring in. But we're definitely going to be playing with wingers. I've made that decision already. And then even if we do move on to Inter, we're going to be doing that as well. Inter's got me intrigued, though. The fact that they've got the quality of players they do, and the fact as well that they are apparently rich, I definitely want to do that interview, and I want to go there and see what's what. And if they've got a decent transfer budget, I am very much willing to give it a go. Rolf was sorry with Jeff Emmer's doubts over Germany future increase. I mean, we'll happily let Roll go. if we need to. I'd rather not let Roll go, but I will happily let him go. I don't really understand why Fatty's not getting in as well, because Fatty's had a good season. Well, we're kind of in the weird holding pattern at the moment, aren't we? So, and Pitcher as well, despite having a good half a season. I really don't understand that. We are in the weird holding pattern at the moment. Now, in terms of vacancies, it is still the ones that we had, Arsenal and Inter, who we both applied for. Let's just have a sneaky look again just to see if there's any more insecurities. I mean, Atletico Madrid is another one who are rich as well. Do you know what? Do we put the knife in on this one? Just see. Probably a bit of a risk there. I mean, Liverpool, I thought finishing 6th might get a bit of a wobble. We'll keep an eye. We'll keep an eye. What I'll do is I'm going to carry on. I'm going to start scouting players if we're going to stay. And we'll just see what we end up with. And if we end up with no offers that are enticing and appealing, we tried. We can't really say fairer than that. I'm quite happy to stay with the quality of the team that we've got and build on it, because although we don't have much money at the moment, we will do once players leave, and I'll be very happy with what we have at that point. So give me a moment. I will be back. Maybe with an interview, maybe with a new signing, maybe with a sale, maybe with something completely random. Who knows? Okay, despite my reluctance, I have begun playing the Club World Cup. Again, I'm not going to show you the games unless we get to the final. So far, though, it is going quite well. We won the first games against Al Hilal and against Rivers United, 4-0 and 7-1 respectively. Alexei having a wonderful time playing with the 4-3-3. I did also try the 4-2-3-1, but the 4-3-3 is looking a bit more comfortable at the moment. So we might be going with that. But that's how it's going at the moment. And it means that we have got a final group game against Roma, having already qualified for the next stage. We've also got our first games. I mean, at the moment, we're playing 2 games on the same day. We're playing in the first round of the Pokal and also in the Super Cup on the same day. I've got a feeling there's going to be a fixture change there. But that is not the only reason why I've come back. I've also made no signings at the moment. And the reason why I've made no signings is because we've got a job interview for Inter Milan and we're going to it and we're going to see what happens. This is all down to how much money they're willing to offer me to use in the transfer market. Literally, that is all it is. Let's say that one. Yeah. Can you use a concerns never previously managed? Yeah, we'll say that one. Yeah, we'll say that one. Yeah, absolutely. More than happy to work with him. Backroom team, small budget. Let's sign under 23 is fine. Work with the wage budget, spend the transfer budget. If I want to spend money, I'll absolutely do that. Best youth system in the country, best team in Italy. 1-year contracts for over 33s, and I want us to win Serie A. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fine. That's okay. We'll leave it there then. We'll leave it there. I mean, apparently I'm set to take over straight away. We'll get the budget when it comes to a job offer, if we get the job offer. They've got good players there. I'm excited at the prospect. I don't want to get my hopes up too much because still a lot could go wrong, but I am excited at the prospect of managing some of these players. Like, if we look at their most valuable players, Gulu is fantastic. Villain is a good young player. Defensive midfielder, looks very solid. Urbano, I've seen him in the save, he looks good. Tenas as well looks good. Gavi will get gone. Takita, if he's got rid of his consistency issues, I remember looking at him earlier in the save and he did look good. He doesn't look like he's quite as good as he once was. He's definitely not a bad player though, so excited to use him. Andre Silva, is he the guy who was... He wasn't here, no, but I've seen him in the save and he again has looked pretty good. Jeremy Espinoza, I mean, we might have issues with him if we do move there because he looks like he doesn't want to not be in Spain. Zili, however, is a fantastic player at 25 years old as an attacking midfielder. And then we've got some of the older players as well. And then another youngster, Campanella. So there's definite talent here that would be really fun to use. But equally, again, I'm quite happy where we are if we do end up staying. Again, it's one season. It's a shame we couldn't get the Champions League one while we're here, just to make it a proper chance of doing everything. But I don't know, that squad looks like it could be pretty good. My only concern is we need to get there sooner rather than later to have a full pre-season. And we need to start having a thought of, I mean, our wage budget. Why has our wage budget dropped down? Whoa, why is that dropped? There's going to be a reason for that, surely. I don't know what that reason is, but that wage budget has dropped dramatically. By the way, Tadibo looks like he's on his way out. Okay, but that will be sorted when Cole Palmer leaves and other players leave. Right, I'm going to leave it there and carry on. I'm going to play the Roma game, and then we'll see what happens in terms of that inter-offer, and we'll see whether anything happens with it. And then when we get to the 1st of July, we get players going out the door. We'll have a look at how much money we've got to spend, and then we'll start making plans if we do end up needing to stay. Okay, Inter have requested changes, so we're going to go and suggest a few and see what we've got. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on people wanting to come with us. Enzo doesn't want to leave with us. I'm heartbroken. No Enzo, but we will have Per, who, to be fair, actually hasn't done that good a job, so I might leave him. I think Inter Milan's is actually doing a decent job at the moment, so I might leave him in place at the moment. I don't necessarily know how many coaching staff have they got. Let's just see how many of our coaches I can take. I might just take coaches just for no other reason than we need to obviously add the numbers in, so I might just take these 3 just because they're up for it more than anything. We've got a compensated budget of £44 million. I'd like to think that means that we're going to have a heck of a transfer budget once we say yes to this. We'll take you as a physio. Chief scout. Have we got a chief scout already? Chat. Yeah. How good are you? Pretty good. Fine. We won't have him as a chief scout. Under 19 goalkeeping coach. Sure. Yeah. All right. Okay. Right. I've got too many head physios. So let's keep Marco. We don't need you. Soz, mate. Everything else I think is good. I don't think we need to... I've gone off it. Let me go back. There we go. I don't think we need to worry about anything else. I think we'll just go with that and we'll hire the other one. So we'll confirm it. We spent 10% of what the budget was. I mean, we've got a job offer coming. We'll see what it's like and then we'll make the decision. It was a bit mean to do it. We're in the middle of a World Cup run, but I've got to do what's right for the save. And I actually think if we're going to just do one more season, let's go nuts and go in another country. We've added the Bundesliga and the Pokal. We've done everything we can in Germany other than the Champions League, but we can do that in Italy as well as trying to win everything in Italy. So I'm going to play this game and we'll wait for the offer to come in and we'll see what we do. So you can see the main news there. I will just confirm that we did win in the second round of the Club World Cup. 3-0, Alex Even Sousa scoring goals. We also drew against Roma. I didn't even talk about that before. So we got the offer. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see what we're looking at. Sorry, can you see that transfer budget there? Can you see that? Can you see that transfer budget? £192 million. I'm booking a flight now. I'm booking a flight now. Also, £83,000 a week. I'm currently on 75. So pay rise as well. We're going to Italy. We're going there. We're going to Italy. I feel really bad because we are doing the dirty on on Bayern Munich. How can I not? How can I not with that amount of money? How can I not? Final season of the save before FM26 comes out. Let's tick another country off the list. Let's go to Italy. Yeah, we've got to. We've got to. I'm not even negotiating. There's no point. There's no point. We're going to Italy. That's changing to blue. And we're going to Inter. I've never managed Inter before. Oh, I'm very excited about that. I don't even... whatever. I don't even care about that. Well, Inter Milan it is. And we're saying goodbye to a fantastic 11 and a fantastic squad that we've built. bet I'm going to be looking to bring some of these lads over with me. I mean, let's have a look at the value of some of these boys. Musiala, definitely not. Solomon, I'll be looking potentially at. Bernal, I'd be tempted to. He's got high value. Tokic as well, I'd be tempted to. Medeiros, he'd be a good option for need left back. Antov, Alexiv is probably the one out of everyone in this 11 that I'd be looking to sign. But I don't know if we need him because I think we've got really good attacking talent. But we're going to be leaving, and after only the one season, which is going to upset the fans, it's going to upset the board, but after only one season, we're moving on. After failing to win the Champions League, but we did win everything in Germany, so there is that. But we are moving on to pastures new, and pastures new is Inter Milan. Our new employers, who are dropping a bomb of money on us for us to just throw out there and add to a squad that to me already looks fantastic. Got such a talented team. Like, I think goalkeeper we might need to sort out in the looks of things because there's no goalkeeper showing up here. Oh, that's on the squad. You've got this guy in goal. We need to have a look at him. But from what I can see, top quality player at right back, top quality centre back, could do with another centre back, top quality left back, could do with a defensive midfielder, top quality defensive midfielder, top quality right winger, top quality attacking midfielder, good top quality left winger, could do with a striker, Alexiv, for example. There's such a good amount of talent from what I can see here in this team that it's got me really, really excited. And that's not even including players like Espinoza and Waneri, who we know Waneri from our time at Arsenal. That's taken a turn that I wasn't expecting. We'll make the full move in the next video, which is going to be part 1 of Club 6 and the final club of the MyCareer save. I genuinely, although I was looking for another club, I thought we'd stay and do a final season. And to be honest, if the transfer budget was less than 50 million, I honestly wouldn't be moving. I'd be staying. But 190 odd million pounds, I can't not. I have to leave. So we'll do that in the next video. We'll make the move then and see what craziness we can get up to in Italy. But that is going to do it for today's video. So until the next one, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on what happens to us when we go in to Italy for our one and probably only season there. And we'll see what we can do. I've been Stu, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.